Hello everyone, today our topic is how to remove Google Sheets row for deleted WooCommerce order. So here our objective is that whenever we get a deleted order in our WooCommerce account, then we first want to find that order in our Google Sheet and then we want to delete that row from our Google Sheet, and we want to do this automatically. For that, we will create an integration between WooCommerce and Google Sheets. For creating this integration, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, we are going to use trigger and action. In trigger application, we are going to use WooCommerce. In action application, we are going to use Google Sheets. So how I am going to create this integration? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen. And today we are working with WooCommerce and Google Sheet. So let me show you all my orders in WooCommerce. So these are all the orders that I have in my WooCommerce account. And let me show you my Google Sheet. So here we are using this spreadsheet, which is WooCommerce orders. And here I have added all the details of WooCommerce orders in my Google Sheet. Here my objective is that whenever an order gets deleted in WooCommerce, then I want to find the details of those orders in my Google Sheets, and then I want to delete those rows of orders automatically in my Google Sheet. So for this, we will create an integration between WooCommerce and Google Sheet. And for that, I'll open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get hundreds of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. And these are all the apps that Pabbly offers. And here we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, I'll click here on Access Now button under Pabbly Connect. And it will take us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now we want to create a new workflow. For that, I'll click here on Create Workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'll name it as my objective, which is to remove Google Sheets row when WooCommerce order deleted. Now I will select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'll select Home and I will click on Create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger will be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we will set up our trigger first. And here my trigger application will be WooCommerce. So I'll search for that. I'll select this. Now I have to give a trigger event. So I'll open this tab. And this order deleted will be my trigger event. So I'll select this. And now I have to connect WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. For that, I have to use this webhook URL. And this is going to work as a bridge between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. So for connecting these two accounts, I need to follow all this instruction. And first I have to copy this webhook URL. Now I will go to WooCommerce. And here in the WooCommerce, I'll go to settings. Now I'll go to advanced setting. And here in advanced setting, I'll scroll down and I will find this webhook settings. So I'll open this. And in this, I have to add a new webhook. So I'll click here on add webhook. And we have these details. So I'm going to fill all these details. Now I have to name my webhook. So I'll name it as testing. And status will be active. And my topic will be order deleted. So I'll select this. And I have to paste that webhook URL that we have copied from Pabbly Connect. And now I will click on Save Webhook. So my webhook is updated successfully. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see it is waiting for webhook response. Now to get this response, I'll go back to WooCommerce. And here I will go to orders. And in this, we have this order. So I'll open this. So this is my order detail. So my customer name is test customer address is Premier Orchard, random apartment, and the city is Bhopal. This is the pin code, and the state is Madhya Pradesh, and the email address is testcustomer1234@pabblytutes.com, and this is the random phone number, and this is the shipping address. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this particular order. So I'll click here on move to trash. So I have deleted that particular order. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see we have the response. So this is order ID. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this order ID and I'm going to find the order details in my Google Sheet. So for that I will set up my action and I will open this. And here my action application will be Google Sheets. I'll select this. Now I have to give an action event. So I'll open this tab and look up spreadsheet rows. This will be my action event. So I'll select this. I'll connect Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. I will click on add new connection. I will sign in with Google. I will click on allow to give access to my account. So my connection is successful. Now we have these details here. Now for this, let's go to Google Sheet. And this is my Google Sheet. And we are using WooCommerce orders spreadsheet. And we are using sheet 1. And here we have these columns. So I will map all these details in Pabbly Connect. I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And I will select my spreadsheet, which is WooCommerce orders. And we are using sheet 1. Now I have to give the lookup column. Now for this, I'll go back to Google Sheet. And here in the column B, we have this order ID. So in this column, I'm going to find my lookup value. So for that, I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I'm going to type column B. This will be my lookup column. Now I have to give a lookup value. And my lookup value will be the order ID that I'm getting from the WooCommerce response. So for that, I'm going to map that detail here. And I'm going to use mapping here. So what mapping is? Mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So I will map my order ID here. I'll open this response and this is my order ID. So I'm going to map this. Now I'll click on save and send test to button. And here we got this response. So my row index is row 4 and my customer name is test customer and my order ID is this. And my email is testcustomer1234@pabblytutes.com. And my address is Premier Orchard. This is the pin code and the city is Bhopal. And this is the random phone number. So these are the details of the order that I have deleted from my WooCommerce account. And these are the same details that we have in my Google Sheet. So now what I want is I want to delete this particular row from my Google Sheet. So for that, I will add another action step and I will click on add action step. And here my action application will be Google Sheets. I will select this. Now I have to give an action event. So I'll open this tab and delete rows will be my action event. Now we'll connect Google Sheet. I'm going to use existing connection because I've already logged in my Google Sheet. So I'm going to click on save. Again, I'm going to select my spreadsheet, which is WooCommerce orders. Now I have to give start row number and end row number. So here it says enter the starting row number to delete in the spreadsheet. Note that the deletion will start from the row immediately following the specified start row. For example, if you enter 1 as the start row number, it will delete row 2 and beyond. And for the end row number, it says please specify the last row number to delete in the spreadsheet. This will delete all rows up to the including and specified row. For instance, if you have entered 3 as the end row number, all the rows until 3 will be deleted. Now here we can see we got this row index which is 4. So we want to delete this particular row which is row 4. And to delete the row 4, what we need is that we need to give a start row number and the end row number. So my start row will be the one row before me. For example, if I want to delete row 2, then my start row will be one row before me, which will be 2 minus 1. And for the end row, it will always be one row ahead of me. So if I want to delete row 2, then my end row will be 2 plus 1. So to find my start row number and end row number, I have to perform a mathematical operation. And for that, I will use a tool that Pabbly offers, which is number formatter. So here in between these two action steps, I have to add another action steps. So I'll click here. And here I'm going to search my action application, which is number formatter. I'll select this. Now I have to give an action event. So I'll open this tab, and perform math operation will be my action event. Now we'll connect this. Now I have to give my numbers. So for the start row, I'll first give my row index, and I will open this Google Sheet response. So here I have this row index, and I want to delete this particular row. So for deleting this row, I have to give the start row. So my start row will always be the one row before me. So for getting the one row before me, I have to subtract 1 from my row index. So I'll just give a comma and type 1. And in the operation, I will select this subtract. So what this is going to do is, this is going to minus 1 in my row index. So we will get my start row number. So I'll click on Save and Send Test Request button. So I got this result, which is 3. So this is my start row number. Now similarly, I will find my end row number. So I'll click on Add Actions tab. And here again, I will search for number formatter. I'll select this. Now I have to give an action event. I'll select the same perform math operation. I will connect this. And now for the and row number, I have to add one row in my row index. So I'll first select my row index. So I'll open this Google Sheet response, and this is my row index. I'll give a comma and I will type 1. And in the operation, I will select add. Now what this will do is that it will add one row in my row index. So I will get my and row number. So I'll click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have the result, which is 5. So this is my and row number. Now I'll open this last action step, and I'm going to map these details here. So first I will find my start row number. I'm going to open this number formatter response. So the row 3 will be my start row number. So I'm going to select this. Similarly, I will find my and row number. So row 5 is my and row number. Now what this is going to do is, this is going to delete the row between 3 and 5. So which is my required row. Now let's go back to Google Sheet. And this is my Google Sheet, and in row 4 we have these details of the customer, and we want to delete this row 4. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have the response. So this has deleted the particular row that we want to delete. Now to check this, let's go to Google Sheet, and here we can see this has deleted the row number 4 that we wanted. So the row 4 contains the order details that we have deleted in our WooCommerce. So it has deleted that row automatically in Google Sheet 2. So here our integration between WooCommerce and Google Sheet is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have created this integration between WooCommerce and Google Sheet such that whenever our order is getting deleted in WooCommerce, then we are finding that order details in our Google Sheet, and we are deleting that row automatically from our Google Sheet. So this is how we have created this workflow. Now let's summarize what we did here. So first we have set up our trigger, and our trigger application was WooCommerce, and our trigger event was order deleted. Then we have set up our action, and here our action application is Google Sheets, and our action event was lookup spreadsheet row V1. Then we have added another action steps, and in this first we have used number formatter by Pabbly, and in this we have performed math operation to find our start row number and end row number. Then we have set up our last action step, and in this our action application was Google Sheets, and our action event was delete row. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description, so you can check it out from there. Thank you. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.